good morning, and welcome to Catherine's Garden. It's so good to be here with you today, and I just wanted to talk to you about my caladiums, how they're growing so well back here, as well as my calla lilies, and they have just been blooming and blooming. They've enjoyed the hot weather that we've been experiencing here in my northeast zone 6 garden in the Boston area. I was wondering what had happened to my caladiums when I had bought them and put them in pots in the spring. I was wondering, well, when are they going to bloom? When are they going to start to show some sign of coming up? And they did, and now they're really doing very well. And I think I'm going to have a flower in this one right here. But anyway, I just wanted to share the progress. Have really been blooming and becoming more and more spectacular as the day goes by. And I'm so surprised with the fact that there are so many flowers. It wasn't just one, but multiple flowers are coming up. And it has definitely been a treat. So I wanted to share that with you today. I love this. Look at how this daylily plant has just opened up with more than one blossom, but it's just a lot on the stalk. And I'm looking forward to it getting more thicker and more beautiful and having more stalks. Could you imagine just having this whole area filled with these beautiful blooms for the time that they show up in the garden? So pretty. And these leaves here, these are the pumpkin vine leaves. And it's just trailing through the garden here with the bee balm and the butterfly bush. So this just looks so pretty here. This zucchini plant is really producing a lot of zucchinis. And as you can see, I have a large one here, but there are 1, 2, 3, 4 others and a couple of others developing here on this one plant. And then I have my tomatoes that are forming here as well. And everything is in production. Beautiful. My plum tree is bearing plums, and it looks like that they're getting larger, which is really great. This is the yellow-egged plum, and it will be turning yellow. And last year it was very, very sweet and tasty. I know I'm having a little hard time focusing here, but it will focus in eventually. But this area here, the plums are just, you can just see the plums there, right? Yeah, there you go. But in this area, the tomatoes, oh, they are developing. These are the 100s, the cherry type tomatoes, and they're all throughout here. I just planted them in this area, not realizing how big and long that they're going to grow and trailing. But they are, yes, having a time, and I think throughout the whole month of August that I'm going to have a lot of wonderful, delicious cherries. cherry tomatoes coming into bloom and also ripening here on the vine. They taste so good. Many times I just walk by and just pop them in my mouth. My fig tree is doing well here as well. The figs are getting larger. I'm really impressed with the amount of figs that are on this tree. And I'm going to have to do some more research on the fig tree and really try to help it to develop and come to a point where I'll be able to taste and eat the figs. But I'm just really impressed with the progress that's being made here. Now, back here is another vegetable patch, and these cucumbers and tomatoes are just growing and just sprawling all throughout the garden, and I'm going to have to do some work in here too. But I'm really pleased with how the zinnias and the marigolds have come, and also the tomatoes. We've been experiencing some heat here in the Boston area in the high 90s, but right now the garden is calm and peaceful, and it is just a pleasure to be sitting here. And I know that when we think and feed ourselves with the beauty around us in the garden, then it sets us up for great success throughout the day. That our mindset is in the right place, then we're able to deal with different situations. And if you have a family, then you're able to deal with your family and your family members because you are at peace. In this section of the garden are my fruit trees. Last year I planted a Bardo pear tree, and it has some pears on it. I can't wait until they're ripened and that I can actually taste the fruit. About 2 years ago, I planted this Asian pear tree. Last year it had a lot of these little baby pears on it. This year this is all that I got, but I'm waiting for them to ripen too so that I can sample them and eat them. I also have this peach tree, which has been here for about 5 years. There's some peaches, but yet they're struggling a little bit. I'm really pleased with how this border looks. Now coming in for August are these beautiful yellow flowers, and they are the marsh golden flowers. I think that's the name for them, and they fill up this back corner. bringing in such a glow with the yellow flowers. I'm excited to see them develop. This border has been doing very, very well. And each time I see different flowers, perennials popping up and opening up and providing us with such beauty. I love these buddleia shrubs. I planted them in about 3 or 4 years ago, and they are doing well. They say that this plant reseeds itself throughout the garden. I haven't seen any extras or volunteers yet, but I've decided to propagate it. So I'm hoping to create some more buddleia shrubs to add to this area because the butterflies and the hummingbirds love it. My daylily, it is so beautiful. If you like this video, then I'm encouraging you to subscribe to Catherine's Garden. Here we try to give you a time of joy and peace and relaxation in the garden, as well as giving you some gardening tips and solutions. Thank you for watching, and see you next time in Catherine's Garden. Bye!